In this video, I will demonstrate the joining round of a folded hem on a project that is worked with a provisional cast-on. This is a follow-up to my 2 videos on provisional cast-ons, one with a stitch holder cord and one with a crocheted provisional cast-on. I put them together because once you put the stitches back onto a needle, they are worked in the same way. So I'll start with the crocheted one. We'll take a spare needle, and it can be the same size or smaller as what you've been working on. What we're going to be doing is putting these live stitches back onto a needle so that we can work them together. Now I did this crochet in this direction, so I need to undo it back in the same direction. So I'll start on the end here. We had pulled the tail through to secure it, so I just pull that tail back out, and then it will unzip. So as you undo the crochet, you will put these stitches onto the needle. As the loops come out, the stitches go on the needle. And I have 8 stitches on my needle, and what you'll see is that I have 7 loops underneath that I'm putting on, because these loops are at the bottom of the stitches and they are the spaces between. So if I have 8 stitches, I have 7 loops in between. So we want to pick up an extra one. So that's what that last little bit on the end there was. It was just a sort of half a stitch along the edge, so that I have 8 loops at the bottom. So I'm going to set this aside and show you the method for the stitch holder cord. Now this method does not use any waste yarn. It simply has the live stitches on the cord waiting to be put back on a needle, so it saves you a step. Now I did have a slip knot to secure at the beginning. That does not count as a stitch, but we do have 8 stitches already because there was a little twist at the end of the cast on to secure, and I explained that in my other video. So we take our spare needle, and this stitch holder cord is a hollow tube, so we can just put the tip of the needle into that tube, shove it on very firmly, and then pull this cord through. And that slides the stitches right back on the needle in one quick step. But as I said, not the slip knot, so we just take that off. So then we have our 8 on the bottom and we have our 8 on the top. So to join, the cast on edge goes underneath to the back, and then we will be knitting together 1 stitch from the front and 1 from the back. So we go in here and into the back with the yarn behind, knit them together, and loops off of both needles. I'll show that again. 1 from the front, 1 from the back, knit them together and off. If you hold the yarn in your right hand, it's the same procedure. 1 from the front, 1 from the back, wrap around and pull the loop out through both. Like so. And you do this all the way across your row or around your full round, and that joins it. So when you reach the end, this is what the folded hem will look like, front and back, and then your work just continues on from here. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see the version with a provisional cast on, you can check out my other videos. And as always, you can subscribe and turn on notifications, and then you won't miss any of my new videos. Thanks.